Hello everyone, my name is Haley and I'm the owner of Tehama Floral Company, and today I'm going to share a little floral florist secret and show everyone how to make one of our floral bows. This is great to have in your arsenal. You can do much of a larger one or a smaller one with all different sizes of ribbon. So let's get started. So for today's video, you're going to need some ribbon. This is a 1.5 inch ribbon that is sheer here. You're going to need some wire and a pair of scissors today. So to go ahead and to get started here, I'm going to really elongate this ribbon tail here, stretch them out and have a little bit of extra slack to work with. All right, so when making a bow, think of just gently squeezing your fingers together and twisting ribbon. Okay, so the twist is just going to be very important. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm dominantly right-handed, so I like to hold the ribbon with my left hand. So I'm going to go ahead and pinch the ribbon, do a little twist, and actually bring him full circle around here. To secure him in place, I'm actually going to do a really nice tight twist and put him directly between my pointer finger and my middle finger. Then I'm going to squeeze through with my thumb. Okay, we're actually going to have a stack of all of these little twists right underneath here. So this locking process is going to be very important. Okay, but this is exciting. We have our first little loop. This is what the center of our bow is. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make our first loop here. I like to go ahead and make about an inch loop for my first one, and I'm going to hold him in place here, do a tight lock, and switch my fingers. We're going to do a lot of dancing with our fingers here, okay, to hold this ribbon in place. So now we have our first loop here. We're going to go ahead and start our second loop, okay? So again, we want to measure when we kind of squeeze this bow here. It's about an inch. We want to do the same thing on this side. We want to make sure that he's even, and he's even, so I'm going to go ahead and lock him in place here. And so we have our first little starting of our bow. So we have our middle, and then we have our first little starter loops. So now we're really just going to repeat this process, and I'm going to go ahead and each new loop that I add to our bow, I'm going to bring them out roughly about 1/2 inch to the last one, if you all can see that there. And I like where that guy's placed. I'm going to go ahead and lock him in and start the second one. Now we want to kind of make sure that these guys are twins, so we really want to eyeball it and make it about 1/2 inch. Once we have that symmetry there, we're going to go ahead and lock him in place. We're going to switch our fingers and get started for that third loop on here. Same rule, we're going to take them out about 1/2 inch. This is really great. Us florists, we kind of do things in odd numbers. So we do things 3s, 5s, 7s. We can really stop if you wanted a smaller bow on a third loop, 3 loops here. But I'm today going to make a 5-looped bow to make them fluffier for all of us. All right, so I've just locked him in place, and we're going to go ahead and start on our 4th bow and our 4th loop here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we kind of squish all of these guys together, we can see that they're all pretty symmetrical in the sense of they're all about 1/2 inch apart. And then I'm going to lock him in place. Do the same thing. Bring this little guy out. Lock him in place. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you can look here, you can start to see, it looks like a little bit of a braid action. This is all of those twists that are all coming together and are lining up. Keep in mind that I have my pointer finger and my middle finger on my left hand. They're kind of sitting in between there. They have a nice little slot, and I'm keeping that pressure on with my thumb. I'm not crunching down really hard. It's not necessary. We're just holding them in place. We're going to go ahead and start our last loop here. Size him out, and if you can, start to see that lock process here. Hold him down. Start that fifth and final guy here and lock into place. All right, you guys, so now we have our 5 loops here, all about a little bit than about a ½ an inch apart. And then we're going to go ahead and cut our tail. I'm going to cut about 1.5 feet of a tail here. I like to have some longer tails, so you have to think when sizing out a tail, you're going to cut them in half, because you're going to fold them in half and tuck them right underneath of all of those locks and loops. Grab our wire. We're going to fish him right through where your thumb is sitting and right between your fingers. Pull down here, and then this is kind of what we're stuck with, okay? It's right in here. We have the loop. My thumb is still holding on. I've now separated my fingers, and I'm putting pressure on this wire for my right hand to come around and do a really tight twist that is going to hold all of that ribbon in place. And then we have this guy. Oop. Here. I like to kind of twine my wire together so that way the ribbon doesn't get in between there. And before we start to fluff our bow, I want to cut our tail. So there's a couple of different ways to cut our tails. First one is we just simply cut at an angle, up, down, doesn't matter. And then we have this really nice clean cut here that our bow is going to have. Or you can go a little fancier, and we're going to go ahead and actually fold him in half, cut up at an angle, and have some cute little tails as well. All right, so here is our bow. Remember those locks that I told you to put into place? This is where they're really going to come in handy. Those locks are going to allow you to move that ribbon and start to fan out your bow to fluff him. So what I like to do is take your last bow loop that you've made and pull down, and then alternate, go up and then down. And we're just going to give a good tug. And this is what the final product should look like here. So we have our tails, we have our ribbon, and it's ready to go on a door. You can cut the wire off, tape them on a present, whatever you guys want to do, it is all ready for you. Try it out with different sized ribbon, and remember to lock in those loops. Hope you enjoyed this little tip, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.